शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्। नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै। नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्र यमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। ॐ नमः परमहंसास्वादित चरणकमलचिन्मकरन्दाय भक्तजनमानसनिवासाय श्रीरामचन्द्राय ॐ। So on this auspicious occasion of Naraka Chaturdashi, we are getting to study Ramayana, which is a great fortune, and especially this chapter we are studying, So 27th Sarga, which is Sita Devi is going to take over now. So she is going to win over this battle also with, quote unquote battle with Rama here. So ultimately her decision is prevailing because that is more dharmic in this context. And the Naraka Chaturdashi and Deepavali also, so they are associated with Lakshmi. Naraka Chaturdashi especially with Narakasura Vadha, where Satyabhama and Krishna go. So you can imagine from Dwaraka they had to go to Shonitapura in Assam. So this, I think last year also around Naraka Chaturdashi we discussed Ramayana and we have seen all these things. So that context, so Satyabhama is also supposed to be Bhudevi's Amsha only. Bhudevi is born as Satyabhama, they say. Sita Devi is also that Bhudevi's daughter only. So Bhuja, Bhumija, etc. are words. She is also Amsha of that Bhudevi only. You can take that way also. So we are fortunate to study this Saptavimsha Sargaha today. So the context is, we have seen Rama has finished speaking to his mother and convincing her that she has to stay back and then in Ayodhya, and then he is going to Sita. He goes to Sita Devi to tell her that she also has to stay back, because so bringing in Sita might have its own difficulties. See what Rama is thinking. Perhaps he also wants that it would be nice if Sita could accompany him, but it comes with practical difficulties, and moreover whether it is good or bad, whether it is also mandated, all those issues are there. Sita Devi is going to show various reasons here. So why you should take me, 3 reasons she is going to show in this chapter at least. So all that she will say, she will decide dharma, she will put her views and then Rama will put his views. This is going to go till 30th chapter. So till 30th chapter, this in 30th chapter they will come to a conclusion, so that back and forth it will happen. What I'm trying to say is, so these views that between Rama and Sita is what we are seeing now. Why Rama thinks that Sita need not come could be many reasons. One is, so there could be practical difficulty, that also she will address, or it is not dharmic in the sense that she is not mandated to go to the forest, only Rama is mandated to go to the forest. So these could be some thoughts, and then later Sita is also going to raise herself, she will raise something, Rama will address them, and then she will give some final word, etc. We will see all that. So from beginning here, we have seen Rama has told her, you please stay back here and you keep serving Dasharatha, Kaikeyi, and even in the presence of Bharata, don't talk too much about me. So you be in his good books, etc. So that's what, and don't expect any special treatment from him. So like even he takes care of, so Urmila and Shrutakirti, the same way he will take care of you also. So all those things he has explicitly and implicitly also said, more explicitly. Now let's see what Sita Devi is saying. So she's angry at what Rama said. In fact, Govindaraja or somebody points out in the previous chapter itself that Rama is saying these words only to test her. So out of love, when there is love between two people, there is scope for anger. As in, if there is too much of distance between people, then you cannot, even get angry at them. You just ignore them or something like that. So starting like this chapter, Eva Muktatu Vaidehi Priyarha Priyavadini Pranayadeva Sankruddha Bhartaram Idamabravid. So Pranayadeva Sankruddha. Of course, she's getting angry here. She's Sankruddha. But then Pranayadeva Sankruddha. Out of love, she's getting angry. That is, she is saying, how can you say that I will live without you for 14 years? How can you say? That's what she's trying to say, that I cannot live without you for 14 years. For a moment also without you, I cannot live. But you are easily saying, 14 years you stay here, I will go and come. How is that possible? That is causing her anger. So that Vaidehi Eva Mukta, so having spoken thusly to that Vaidehi, so Priyarha Priyavadini. So one of the commentators nicely brings out, even if somebody was Apriyavadini, she doesn't deserve to be spoken to thusly. but Sita Devi is Priyavadini herself. So therefore, she has to not be spoken to like this. She is Priyarha. Even an Apriyavadini would have been Priyarha, because to everybody you should speak lovingly, sweetly. She is herself a Priyavadini. She speaks very sweetly. Therefore, she is Priyarha. Even more Priyarha. That's the point. So Apriyavadini api Priyarha. But here she is Priyavadini herself. So Priyavadini and Priyarha. She speaks sweetly, and therefore she deserves to be responded to or treated with love, etc., which Rama has. But here, for all those problems that we have discussed, so he said, you stay back here. So therefore, by listening, Eva Mukta having heard to also, she having spoken to, that is having she heard all this. So Pranaya Deva Sankruddha, she got angry out of love towards Rama. So sometimes love will lead to anger. That's all we have in experience. Bhartaram idam abravit. She spoke the following words to her husband. What did she say? Kimidam bhashase Rama vakyam laghutaya dhruvam tvaya yadapahasyam me shrutva naravarottama. So Kimidam bhashase Rama. Hey Rama, what is this that you are speaking? So you speak something that is very inappropriate. Kimidam bhashase. Then vakyam. So Kimidam vakyam bhashase. What are these words that you are speaking? So dhruvam laghutaya bhashase. So laghutaya, here commentators are putting in various ways. Tilakakara wants to say, so laghutaya means, so this is your words display your opinion about me. You think I am so petty that I would say, okay, your father instructed you to go to the forest, then I will say, okay, tata, bye bye, you go and come, I will stay here comfortably. Is that what you think of me? So you have thought so petty of me, laghutaya dhruvam. So it looks like you have definitely thought very petty, small of me, and therefore you are able to speak like this. Had you really understood me, that Sita cannot live without me, Sita loves me so much that she would not stay back here, then he would not have spoken these words. That's what he wants to say. So that Tilakakara is saying that, so laghutaya dhruvam bhashase. Definitely it looks like your words indicate to me that you think of me of very, so laghu, so very lightly you take me. That's the idea. Or other meanings could be laghutaya bhashase. So it looks like you haven't thought about much. So very lightly, casually you are saying something without giving it much thought. That would also be one meaning. Tvaya yadapahasyam me shrutva naravarottama. So tvaya, so shrutva yadapahasyam me. So looks like, so if I hear it, so it looks, so it's very laugh worthy. Apahasyam. So apahasyam means, so it's so laughable. That's what she's trying to say. So mama apahasyam atishayitaha hasaha jayate. So I get only laugh listening to your words. So tvaya laghutaya tvaya uttam. So that uttam you have to add in here. So it looks like very low. So you have a very, so what should I say, petty idea of me, and you have uttered these words. And then me shrutva me mama yad apahasyam. So these words that, so whatever you speak, yet whatever you spoke, so that is apahasyam. If I hear, I am only getting laugh listening to it. Hey naravarottama. So you are a naravarottama. You shouldn't be speaking like this. That's what she's trying to say. So here some commentators are telling, yadva vakyam shrutva me striyaha api apahasyam. So I am a woman. So some kind of patriarchal ideas are there. So you should bear with that. So at least in modern sense, patriarchal ideas. So I am a woman. I cannot understand dharma sukshmas, but even to me it looks very laughable. That's what she's trying to say. Govinda Raja, all this is. So tad vakyam bhashase kimidam ayam apurva prakaraha itah purvam na drishtacharaha naravar. So itah purvam na drishtacharaha. I have never heard such words from you. And then naravarottama, he has another patha, naravaratmaja. But anyway, any patha you take, naravaratmaja ityanena asya asambhavitatvam uchyate. So this is doesn't, so like Krishna says, naitatva upapadyate, it doesn't befit you. So that's what he's trying to hint at by saying you are a naravarottama. So there are naravaras are there. So people who are best amongst human beings, and then you are the best of best, bestest human being you are. You shouldn't be speaking like this. And then त्वमिह स्थाप्य वनं गमिष्यामि इत्येतद् वचनं एतावत् पर्यन्तं अनुसृतायाः प्रणयधारायाः पन्थानं नारोहति इति भावः. So it looks like you have never understood my love, etc. so far. So that's what she's trying to say. So you shouldn't speak like this. Veeranam Rajaputranam Shastrastra Vidusham Nripa Anarham Ayashasyancha Nacha Shrotav Anarham Ayashasyancha Nashrotavyam Tvayeritam. So Tvaya iritam means Tvaya Uktam, whatever words have been spoken by you, they are so Anarham and then Ayashasyam. So it is unfitting of somebody. Who are those somebody? She will tell. She has spoken. So anarham and then ayashasyam. It doesn't give fame to people like you. So what kind of people? Veeranam anarham ayashasyam. Rajaputranam shastrastra vidusham etc. Anarham ayashasyam. Veeranam, to very mighty warriors like you. So it is very not. So it is not befitting, and then it also doesn't give you any fame talking like this. That is, it doesn't give you fame here means one of the commentators writing. So it gives you ill fame. That is the idea of ayashasyam. It doesn't cause you fame means what? It only removes fame here in this context to warriors like you, to Rajaputras like you, and then to Shastrastra Vidusham. So to people who know Shastra and Astra. We have seen this earlier also. Shastra and Astra. Astra is something that you throw and use, you know. And then Shastra is something you wield by your hands you wield. Shastrastra Vidusham, He Nripa, He King, He Prince, etc. Anarham Ayashasyancha. Nashrotavyam Tvayeritam. So it is Ayashasyam. To even to listen, it is not good. Therefore, Nashrotavyam. I should not even be listening such words from you. So let alone you speaking them. So it is Nashrotavyam Tvaya Iritam. This Vachanam Nashrotavyam. So let me see. Yeah. So Ayashasyam means Shiromani Kara is telling Yasho Nivartakam Ityartha. Okay. Aryaputra. Now fourth shloka. After listening to fourth shloka, I am going to ask one question. Aryaputra Pita Mata Bhrata Putras Tatha Snusha Swani Punyani Bhunjana Swam Bhagyam Upasate. So she is telling all these people, so they enjoy the Punya Phalam that they themselves observe. So who are those people? Pita, Mata, Bhrata, Putraha, Snusha. Snusha means daughter-in-law. So Snusha, Dasharathasya, etc. These words will come in Sundarakanda. So Aryaputra means, hey noble one of the commentators, I think Govindaraja only is telling, Aryaputra is, so Sambodhanam, Bhartaram Prati Bharyayaha Sambodhanam Aryaputreti. Hey Aryaputra, hey noble one. So this is something that a wife addresses her husband by using this word Aryaputra. So in this TV Ramayana also, I think this word was used a lot. So it has become the object of a lot of jokes also. But then it's nothing to be laughed at or something. Aryaputra, hey noble one. So Pita, Mata, Bhrata, brother, Putraha, Tatha Snusha, daughter-in-law, Swani Punyani Bhunjanaha Swam Bhagyam Upasate. So Punyani Bhunjanaha. So Pitradayaha Swani Punyani Swasya Karma Phalani Bhunjanaha. And then Swam Bhagyam Swanushtitam Karma Eva Upasate. So Upajivanti Na Putradya Anushtitam. So all these people, they enjoy their own karma phalam. So Swani Punyani Bhunjanaha. They enjoy their own punyam means their own karma phalam. Swam Bhagyam Upasate. Here Bhagya means all the upasana, karmanushtanam, etc. They perform their own karmas and upasanas individually, and then they enjoy individually, separately those karma phalams, those upasana phalams, etc. So what she is trying to say, she is going to say it more explicitly in the next shloka. So not for a wife. So she has not mentioned wife. That was the question I was going to ask. So father, mother, brother, son, daughter-in-law, etc. These people have, so they don't have any saha adhikara. So they have independent adhikara. Father does his own work. So as father, what he has to do, that is for him. As mother, what she has to do, so she has to do independently, etc. But when it comes to the case of wife, so always it is along with the husband. That's what she is going to say. So Pita, Mata, Bhrata, Putraha, Snusha, all of these people. So Swani Punyani Bhunjanaha Swam Bhagyam Upasate. So Bhagyam here means all the karmanushtanam, upasanams, etc. They perform their own karmas and upasanas, and consequently they get their own karma phalam and upasana phalam. And tatra tesham saha adhikara abhava. They don't have saha adhikaram. Together you have to perform as adhikaram. None of them have. So and then here by punyani you should say papani also. Upalakshanam it is. So Govindaraja is telling. So bhagyam karma shubha shubham ityamaraha. So their bhagyam also means shubha and ashubha karma. Whatever they do, for that punyam and papam they enjoy by themselves individually. So you might want to quote this and the first half of next shloka also. Quotable quote if you want. Bhartur bhagyam tu naryeka prapnoti purusharshabha ataschevaham adishta vane vastavyam Ityapi. So vane vastavyam ityapi. Bharturbhagyam tu naryeka prapnoti. He Purusharshabha, he greatest amongst men. Bhartuhu bhagyam. That is Bhartuhu karmanushtanam etc. And Tadjanita phalam also here. So Bhartuhu bhagyam nari eka prapnoti. Here nari means wife. So wife alone has that sahadhikaritvam. So sahadhikara she has along with her husband, nobody else. Therefore, so ataha means therefore. That is, so because between wife and husband, so there is no individual karma. This is husband has to do separately, wife has to do separately. Like that, there is no karma vidhana individually. So always sahadhikara they have. Together you have to perform anything. Therefore. So therefore atascha eva aham. So therefore alone. Atascheva means therefore alone. Aham adishta. I have also been instructed. When your father told you that you have to go to Vanam, what he meant was you and Sita together you have to go to Vanam, because in the case of wife and husband there is no individual vidhi anywhere. So aham adishta pitrubhyam. Tilakakara is telling by your father and mother. Kaikeyi also told you to go to forest. Means she means you and Sita together. So aham adishta vane vastavyam iti. What is the adesha that they gave? So vane vastavyam, live in the forest, like that. Aham api adishta, I have also been instructed, not just you. So one of the points that she's trying to hint here is, so in Rama Avatara, Rama, so if without his father's permission he wouldn't do anything. That is Rama's, what should I say, it is his commitment. So one of the commentators is hinting all this, so saying all this, so I'm telling you. So Sita Devi is trying to say, don't think how can I take you, my father did not tell me. So this is the logic or nyayam that she is showing. So father need not separately tell for me. If he has told you, that means you along with your wife. So bhartur bhagyam tu naryeka prapnoti purusharshabha ataschevaham adishta vane vastavyam ityapi. So ahamapi vane vastavyam iti adishta. So I have also been instructed by the instruction given to you. न पिता नात्मजो वात्मा न माता न सखी जनः इह प्रेत्य च नारीणाम पतिरेको गतिः सदा. So Govind Raja nicely analyzes this chapter and gives 3 reasons she has shown. First reason is so bhartru samana bhagyatvam is there. That is, whatever karma bharta performs, bharya also together they perform. Therefore, if you are going to forest, I will also go. So I should also go. That is first reason. Bhartru samana bhagyatvam, first reason. Second reason she is telling, so tadeka gatikatvam. So bharta alone is the gati. That is, so bharta alone should be the refuge. You don't tell here you stay back, bharata will take you, etc. No. So tadeka gatikatvam is being the second reason she is giving here. So napita na atmajaha. So did you read that shloka? Napita na atmajo vatma namata na sakhi janaha iha pretya chanarinam patireko gatisada. See, all these are quotable quotes. But in today's sense, I don't know how much we can speak or say these things, or maybe I don't know how they are relevant also. So given the societal conditions, you might always want to say, so there are Sanatanis, right? So they always want to say that we have to go back to that system. So whether that is practical, whether that is needed, all that I am not commenting on. So different topic. So but then that was a system back then. What was the system? Na pita, na atmajaha, na atmava. So not even myself. So mata, na sakhi janaha. Iha pretyacha narinam patihi eko gatis sada. So none of these people are the gati for a wife, for a woman. So gati means a refuge. You cannot take shelter under any of these people, not the father, not under yourself also. So na atma also is there. So you should not be independent. That's the idea. Na atmajaha, not even the son. Na mata, na sakhi janaha. Sakhi janaha is any friends or those people. So iha pretyacha. So here and then hereafter also. That is in later. So all the punya lokas etc. that you get, iha in this loka and in paraloka, narinam patireko gatis sada. Pati alone is the gatihi. So that is, he is the alone, he is the sole refuge. That is, together they perform everything, and she is not having any independency in that context. Gatis sada. Yaditvam prasthito durgam vanamadhyeva raghava agrataste gamishyami mridnanti kushakantakan. Yaditvam prasthito durgam vanam adyeva raghava agrataste gamishyami. So hey Raghava, hey Rama, if you have decided to go to the forest, I have already decided yesterday. So that's what she wants to say is, even before you go, I will already go to the forest and I will walk in front of you. Agrataha te gamishyami. So this you might want to note. She is telling, I want to go ahead. Later, when they actually go to the forest, what's the order that they are walking, who's walking front, who's walking later, that will come. You can want to compare. So what she's saying and what Rama is, instructing Lakshmana. So yaditvam prasthitaha. So if you have decided to go, hey Rama, yaditvam, hey Raghava, yaditvam prasthitaha. If you have, so if you are going, so vanam adyeva agrataste gamishyami. So I am already going. So in front of you, agrataha. So in front of you, gamishyami. I will also go. In front of you, I will go. And then what will I do? Mridnanti kushakantakan. So kushakantakan mridnanti adyeva gamishyami agrataha. So so as even I am walking, I will step on those kusha grass and kantaka thorns, etc. So mridnanti means I will stamp on kusha, kantaka, etc. and go. That is, as even I am going, I will be stamping on these grass, thorns, etc. So this mridnanti kushakantakan. So there are so many meanings that they are taking out. One is she's telling, so I will walk and go. Don't worry, I will not tell you lift me and go. I cannot walk. So such things I will not say. I will walk on my own. So mridnanti means by my feet I will press them and go. That's one. So that's the meaning. So from that you can take out many conclusions. I will walk. Don't think I will ask you to carry me or something, lift me. No, I will walk by myself. And second thing, mridnanti shows. So this is I will soften them. So I will go in the front, you will be behind me. So I will go and soften them. So that when you are walking, it doesn't hurt you, etc. So mridnanti kushakantakan. One more meaning. Shiromani Kara's meaning is, so just a second, mridnanti. This is shloka 7. So swatpadbhyam etena gamane swavilamba bhavaha suchitaha. That is adyeva gamishyami. This Shiromani Kara is expounding upon adyeva gamishyami. Today itself I am already going. So adyeva gamishyami means today itself I will go. But she is telling, so what she wants to highlight is there is no delay. Immediately I am going now itself. Don't think I am delaying. I am going already. So that's what she wants to say. Yaditvam prasthito durgam vanam. So durgam vanam is, so this vanam which is intreadable, something. So something that's difficult to pass by. So that kind of durgam. So it's difficult to pass in that vanam. So such kind of vanam, because there will be lot of thorns and then animals, etc. will be there. So the path itself will not be clear. Therefore that durgam vanam adyeva agrataha te agrataha gamishyami he Raghava. And then irshya rosham bahishkritya bhukta shesham ivodakam nayamam veeranis visrabdhaha papam maina vidyate. So irshya rosham bahishkritya bhukta shesham ivodakam mam naya. Hey Veera, hey valiant one, hey great warrior Rama. So you please give up irshya and rosha. So what is this irshya? Irshya is, so jealousy. Why would Rama have jealousy with regard to Sita? So because Sita is possibly thinking, okay, you might think, so she's a woman and still she is prepared to bear with so many difficulties. So people will think, oh, Rama went to forest, it's not a big deal. Sita went to forest, that's a very big deal. They might think like that. That might cause some irsha in you. So that irsha you keep aside. Don't think I will get all the fame. I want you to get all the fame. That's what she's trying to say. Irsha bahishkritya. So completely remove irsha from you. And then rosham, anger also you remove from you. What is the anger? I'm asking her to stay in Ayodhya. She's telling I will come with you. So that anger also please keep aside. Irsha and rosham. So please bahishkritya, keep it aside. And then bhukta shesham ivodakam mam naya. So bhukta shesham udakam iva mam naya. So please take me. Mam naya, take me like water left over after drinking. So it seems in the Kamandalu you go, so commentators are writing about this. So you are going by a desert land, let's say. Suppose we are in a party. These days people are giving those small bottles, right? You drink half and then half bottle you leave there. Later you will go and throw it away. So that is when you have lot of water, you are in a party atmosphere, you can afford to leave water like that. But suppose if you are passing by a desert, so you have to spare every drop of water, right? So like that Sita Devi is telling, so you take me along with you like somebody who's passing in the forest to take leftover water with him. So in his Kamandulu, if any water is there, Govinda Raja is quoting some smriti or something like that and saying there is one vidhi like that Kamandulu, whatever water is there, after drinking you should not carry, throw it away. Either drink it fully or throw away the leftover water and take it again. But then when you are passing by a forest or a desert land, that wouldn't apply because you have to preserve every drop of water. So like that, bhukta sesham means after having consumed whatever is left over water, this person very nicely he carries it when he's passing in a desert land. Like that, you carry me also. So that is, you take me also along with you in the forest. Hey Viraha Visrabdhaha. So Visrabdhaha Mamlaya. So you please rid yourself of all doubts. You come to this conviction that yes, Sita has to be taken with me. Visrabdhaha Mamlaya. And then Papam Mayina Vidyate. So here Shiromani Kara nicely says, so there could be some papam or some aparadha that I would have done without my knowledge. If there is something like that, then Irsha, Rosham, Bahishkritya, all those things you don't keep in your mind, please keep it aside. So and then Papam Mayina Vidyate shows knowingly I have never committed anything wrong. So I don't deserve to be left here like you. Hey Rama, therefore take me also to the forest. Sita Devi is telling. Here there is lot of commentary here. Tilakara is telling. This Veera is Hetu Garbha Visheshanam. You know, remember I explained this word Hetu Garbha Visheshanam. Veera is a Visheshanam to Rama. Hey valiant one, hey Rama, hey Veera. But then that is Hetu Garbha Visheshanam. So you take me because you are a Veera. For you to be Veera, you should take me. That's what she's telling here. So Veeratvasya Loke Khyapanaya. So you take me to the forest so that in the world you will be called a Veera. That see, Rama did not mind to take Sita Devi to the forest, even though it would have been problematic for him. And then Anyatha Kutastat Khyatihi iti Dhvanihi Atra. So if you don't take me, where would be the Khyati? People say, oh Rama, he was going to the forest, he left Sita in Ayodhya and went, or it's not a great deal, something like that, people will speak, etc. So Tyaga Prayojakam Papancha Maina Vidyate. So Mayina Vidyate, Papam means what? So any Papam, any dosham in me, due to which I deserve to be left by you here, that papam, such kind of dosham, I don't have. Nano, here Bhukta Sesham also there is some Mamsa, we will get to that. So this Nayamam Veera, someday I will explain. I thought I will explain today, but let's see. So this, so for Rama to get that Khyati, so Sita is the Nimitta. So today is Naraka Chaturdashi, tomorrow is Deepavali. I thought it would be appropriate to discuss that song, you know. So Ma Janaki Chetta Pattaga Maharaju Vaitivi, He Rama Tyagaraja says, you see, and then Raja Raja Vara Ravanari Ani Khyati. So some song, that song goes like that. So that you became Ravanari, you could kill Ravana, that Khyati you got. You know why you got? Because first of all, Sita had to come to forest. So all that in the song he describes. She had to come to forest, and then Ravana had to take her. But not really, she should not go. Therefore, some other Puranas, there are stories, you know, that Sita, the real Sita was hiding in Agni Loka, then some Chaya Sita came out, she only went with Ravana, etc. So those stories are there. So that also is the real Sita was hiding. Some makeup Sita she brought out, and this Ravana thought that is the Sita and he took her, and then she went behind him, and then she could have just cursed him. She doesn't curse him, Vani Matalaku. So that song goes like that. So without cursing him, and then she gave you the opportunity to be the king. So for to be Ravanari, for Sita to be, so Rama to be called Ravanari, Sita had to do so many things. Come with him and then go behind that Ravana, not curse, not get angry at his words and not curse him, and then give you the opportunity to kill him, etc. So for all that Veeratvam, that Khyati for you to get, I have to come with you. Therefore take me. That is what she is telling here. And then Bhukta Sesham Ivodakam. Some commentary here, Nanu Bhukta Bhogaya Tvaya Kim Prayojanam Ataha Aha. You see, whatever pleasures we can have, I have already enjoyed here. Therefore, you might, so that is, Rama might say, I have enjoyed all the pleasures. So now what is the point of taking you to the forest? You remain here. So it seems Sita Devi is telling, no, you are a young man. So he's telling, Tarunatwaditi Gudha Hasokti. It seems Sita Devi is very teasingly telling him, don't tell I have enjoyed all pleasures. You're just a young man, 28 years you are. So you have to still enjoy some pleasures for which I have to be with you. Therefore, take me with you, etc. She's telling, it seems. So there's a lot of discussion here. Anyway, we are not going so much into it. So Irshya Rosham Bahishkritya Bhukta Shesham Ivodakam Nayamam Veera Visrabdhaha Papam Maina Vidyate. Visrabdhaha means without any doubt. So don't entertain any doubts here on this count. Just take me with you. प्रासादाग्रे विमानैर्वा विहायस गतेनवा सर्वावस्था गता भर्तुः पादच्छाया विशिष्यते. So another quotable quote, if you like. Prasadagre. So she's telling, so some things in the world which might look so great, she's telling none of them are great when compared to so being with the husband and serving him. What are those things? Prasadagre sthanam, you might want to say. So sthitapeksha, prasadagre sthitapeksha. Suppose one great, so Govindaraja nicely writes also here, Shiromani Govindaraja only, prasadagre means, so sarva sarvabhauma avasa prasadagrebhyaha. Such a great palace of Sarvabhauma Chakravarti Dasharatha's palace. On top of that, I will look. So balcony, I will look. So how beautiful that scene might be, living on such a great palace height, you know. So than even that prasadagre, and then vimanaihi va, and then going in aeroplanes, etc. So aeroplanes you are going means you are going, so passing even by devalokas, etc. So on this earth, the best place, on compared to other lokas, the best place would be going in vimana, and then vihayasa gati. Vihayasa gati means, so Akasha Gamanam. This is an Upalakshanam for all the Siddhis they are telling. So Animadi, Ashta Siddhis. So then all of them, Sarvavastha Gata Bhartuhu Padachaya Vishishyate. Then living in a great palace, then going in an aeroplane, then having all the Siddhis. Bhartuhu Padachaya. Padachaya here means, so feet, shadow of the feet means service of the feet, Vishishyate. So it transcends or it trumps all of them. So this is the greatest thing for a woman. So the Sarvavasthagata Padacha. So Sarvavasthagata is interpreted in many ways. Tilakakara gives a very nice interpretation. The Sarvavastha, you know, so you must have heard the shloka, Pavitrah Pavitrova, Sarvavasthagato Piva, Yasmaret Pundarikaksham, Sabahyaabhyantara Shuchihi, etc. So the Sarvavastha he quotes there. So what is that Sarvavastha in that shloka? Apavitraha you can understand, Pavitraha you can understand. What is the Sarvavastha? So Vishnoho abhaktikavastha sarvavastheti giyate. This sarvavastha gata bhartuhu. One interpretation Tilakakara says, take it as one word. There is no gap between gata and bhartuhu. That is first interpretation. Sarvavastha gata abhartuhu. You should take. A means Ishat. This A, so it's called ang. Literally that ang, when is it in what context? There are rules like that in grammar. So that a bhartuhu, here a means little. So another meaning could be samantad. A samantad is more popular. Here a is ishad, little. So a bhartuhu. Why? He's little husband only. That means namesake he is husband. That is only because I am married to him, he is husband. But otherwise none of the husband qualities he has. So such kind of husband's service also is great. What to speak of service of person like you. That's what she is trying to say. Sarvavasthagataha. Sarvavasthagataha means all the, so all papams he is doing. So Vishnuho abhaktikavastha, he is not a bhakta, he is not a Vishnu bhakta. Such kind of husband's padachaya also is great. What to speak about you. So that is Dhvani. The Dhvani is what to speak about the service of you, and then he is Vishnu himself anyway, all that. And then otherwise you could say Sarvavasthagata is, you can put it for the woman. That is, she is not doing anything else. All the Shruti, Smriti, Ukta Karma she is not doing. Only she is able to do this much, that is to serve her husband. That itself is enough. Even for such a lady, Bhartuhu Padachaya Vishishyate. So Bhartuhu Padachaya means Padachaya of the husband. So for such a lady also who is Sarvavasthagata, that is she is not doing any of those karmas that are, you know, Vihita. Such a lady also, if just this much she does, that is also great. Or so much looks Duranvaya, simple Anvaya, Govindaraja says, this Sarvavasthagata Padachaya, you can say, this Padachaya, service of the husband, is Sarvavasthagata. At all times it is to be done. Therefore, Sarvavasthagata Padachaya Bhartuhu, that Vishishyate. It's the greatest thing that a wife would think for. So that's what she's telling. And all these things, siddhis or remaining in great palaces or remaining in Devaloka, etc., then all of that, your service is more dear to me. That's what she's trying to say. Anushishtasmi matracha pitracha vividhashrayam nasmi samprativaktavya vartitavyam yathamaya. Now third reason she's telling, first reason was what? So both have sahadhikara. Second reason was tadeka gati, and now I am already doing dharma padana. You need not teach me dharma now. My mother and father already taught me. That's what she's saying. See, Sita speaks very boldly and bluntly. You should be prepared for that. So here at least. Anushishtasmi matracha pitracha vividhashrayam. Vividhashrayam you can take in many ways. So in various ways I have already been instructed. That is, many times in different ways my father and mother have already instructed me what is dharma. That is one meaning. Vividhashrayam, going by Tilakakara's interpretation, Vividhashrayam means, so this husband has taken to many ill ways. Even in that case, you should follow the husband Diti. My mother and father have instructed me. So that is all there. because we have decided, at least I have decided that I will tell you Tilakakara's meanings, I am telling these things. But the more simple meaning would be, so Vividhashrayam, like the other commentators are telling, in various ways, many times, I have been instructed by my mother and father, Matra, Pitra cha, Vividhashrayam Anushishtasmi. Very well, I have been instructed regards to what is Dharma, etc. Nasmi Samprati Vaktavya Vartitavyam Yathamaya. Yathamaya Vartitavyam Tad Vishaye Samprati Na Vaktavya Asmi. Today, now you don't come and tell me anything new. I have already learned what is Dharma from my mother and father. Therefore, Yathamaya Vartitavyam. How should I behave? So what should be my conduct? How should I behave, etc. Yatha maya vaktavyam samprati na vaktavya asmi. Samprati means now. Today newly you don't have to tell me anything. Na vaktavya asmi. So I should not be spoken to about what I should do now newly. Samprati. I have already been taught by my father and mother. Anushishtasmi matracha pitracha vividhashrayam. That is the third reason she is telling. I am only following my dharma, and that dharma is what my mother and father taught me already. So it is just so natural on me to do this, to follow you. Anushishtasmi matracha pitracha vividhashrayam nasmi samprati vaktavya vartitavyam yathamayasi nasmi samprati vaktavya. I don't deserve to be listening to this teaching of dharma from you. See, very strong words. I don't know if you are catching this. Nasmi samprati vaktavya vartitavyam yatha. How I should behave, you don't teach me, she is telling. Aham durgam gamishyami vanam purushavarjitam nanamriga ganakirnam shardula ganasevitam. Aham durgam vanam gamishyami. So I will go to that durgam vanam, that very intreadable. So what is the word? I'm not getting. Durgam is something so intrespassable. So something like that, very difficult to pass by. That kind of vanam. Gamishyami purushavarjitam. Purushavarjitam here, sevakavarjitam. Here in palace there are so many people to serve us. But in the vanam you will not have all those people. But then I am ready to go to such a vanam. Aham durgam vanam purushavarjitam vanam gamishyami. What kind of vanam? Nanamriga ganakirnam. So akirnam filled by nanamriga. So nanamriga gana. Not just one or two animals. So hosts of animals and then various types of animals also. Nanamriga shows variety of animals, and mriga gana shows not just one animal of each type. So various in number of various types of animal. It is filled with akirnam. And then Shardula Gana Sevitam, especially tigers will be there in the forest. Still I am ready to go to that forest. Sukham Vane Nivatsyami Yathaiva Bhavane Pituhu Achintayanti Trin Lokans Chintayanti Pativratam. So Vane Sukham Nivatsyami Yathaiva Pituhu Bhavane. Like I live happily in my father's home, Pituhu Bhavane, like that Vane Sukham Nivatsyami. I will live happily in the forest, like even I live happily in my father's. That is, I will not mind all the difficulties. I will remain happy in the forest. Achintayanti Trin Lokan. So Nivatsyami. So Trin Lokan Achintayanti Nivatsyami. I will not think of anything else. Even the Sarga Loka, etc. if you give, that also she is going to say directly anyway. 3 worlds also. So all the 3 worlds, upper worlds. So this world and then lower regions, etc. I will not think, I will not compare that. So I could have lived there, I could have lived here, like that. I will not think. Achintayanti Trin Lokan. Chintayanti Pativratam. Here Pativratam means, so Pati Sahavasam, living with my husband alone, I will think about. That is, I will not compare. I could have stayed there. Oh, I could have gone back to Janaka's house, my house, my maternal house. I could have gone to in these 14 years. Such things I will not do. So Pativratam Chintayanti, and then Trin Lokan Achintayanti Nivatsyami. I will live there thinking of only living with you and without thinking of living elsewhere, and happily, like in my father's house, I will live. Shushrushamana te nityam niyata brahmacharini saharamsye tvaya veera vaneshu madhugandhishu. So madhugandhishu vaneshu, in those forests which are very fragrant, madhugandha. So honey like. Honey here means that honey, fragrance of the flowers, madhugandhishu, that sweet fragrant forests, in those forests. So saharamsye, tvaya saharamsye, he veera, hey warrior, hey great Rama. Tvaya saha ramsye. Ramsye here means I will roam about along with you. Tvaya saha ramsye. How? Shushrushamana te nityam. So I will always be serving you. Shushrushamana, as even I am serving you. And then niyata. Niyata means whatever regulations you put, I will abide by them. And then brahmacharini. So tapasya, etc. I will do. So I will not cause a disturbance for your vratam. And me myself, I will keep doing my vratams as you instruct me. and then I will serve you in whatever ways you ask me to do, and then along with you tvaya saha ramsye. So brahmacharini means tapascharana shila. So the Sita Devi of Vanavasam is Brahmacharini Sita Devi. You might see, so that Sita Devi who is doing tapasya herself. So tapaswini, that word anyway Valmiki will use for Sita Devi. So Brahmacharini is tapascharana shila, Veda vihita vrata parayana, etc. So niyata means swadupadishta niyamayukta, etc. Ramsye viharishye. So Govindaraja wants to say Ramsye means Apurva Darshanena Santushta Bhavishyami. Ramsye means I will happily roam about. Why happily roam about? Because those forests I have never seen. Now I am getting to see them along with you. Therefore happily I will roam about in those forests. Tvam hi kartum vane shakto Rama samparipalanam anyasyapi janasyeha kim punar mama manada. Hey manada, Rama manada means so one who gives respect. So one who treats everybody respectfully. Such a kind of you, hey Rama. Tvam hi vane anyasyapi janasya samparipalanam kartum shaktaha. You are capable of taking care of anybody in the forest. What to speak about somebody who is very a simpleton like me? That's what she is trying to say. Anyasyapi janasya vane, in the forest, samparipalanam kartum Rama tvam shaktaha hi. Because you are capable of taking care of anybody else in the forest, iha kim punar mama. So what to speak about me? So I have very simple needs, etc. that she herself is going to say. I am not going to disturb you. I will not tell you, hey, give me this. Today I want to eat this. Today I want to eat that. I will not say, carry me, lift me. I will not say, I will walk by myself. I will eat whatever simple fruits, etc. I will eat. I will not be much of a burden to you. Saham tvaya gamishyami vanamadya nasamshayaha naham shakya mahabhaga nivartayitum. So saham tvaya gamishyami. Saham means that kind of me. So who has, it is my dharma to go with you. My father and mother have instructed me to always be with you. That kind of me. And that kind of me who will happily live in the forest. Saham. So vanam tvaya saha gamishyami adya. So today along with you I will go to the forest along with you. Nasamshayaha, no doubt about it. I am going to go to the forest with you. Naham shakya mahabhaga. Mahabhaga, hey fortunate one, hey famous one, etc. So aham udyata nivartayitum naham shakya. Once I have decided, you cannot stop me. And then I have decided to go to the forest. Rama, you cannot stop me now. She is telling aham udyata. I am ready to go to the forest. And then nivartayitum aham nashakya. You cannot stop me today, she is telling. So that is, commentators are telling, you see, she Shakti Swarupini, so you cannot separate Shakti from the Adhishtanam. So therefore, you can also not, even Bhagavan cannot remove, like even fire cannot remove its Dahika Shakti, So if fire removes its power to burn, then it doesn't remain fire anymore. So even Bhagavan cannot remove, so Dahanam is a dharma of Agni. So Shakti is one of the, of course as Vedantin will say Kalpita dharma, but then Shakti is one dharma in Brahman, let's say. And then once you say it is dharma, it becomes very natural to it, and even Bhagavan cannot remove it, like even Bhagavan cannot remove the Dahika Shakti of Agni. So that's what he is saying here. Yudhakara etc. are saying, because I am the Shakti. So Shaktya Nyaya Prapta Anugamanatva, because I am Naham Shaktya, then Tvat Shakti Rupatvaditi Gudho Abhiprayaha, the hidden meaning Tilakara is telling, I am your Shakti. So you cannot, so Shakti becomes a dharma, and that dharma even Bhagavan cannot separate. That's what she is trying to say. Saham tvaya gamishyami vanamadya nasamshayaha naham shakya mahabhaga nivartayitum udyata. So once I have decided, you cannot do anything. Is that so that Shakti is Moshe, Shakti Pradhana, etc. I have decided, therefore you just have to. So like the Adhishtanam is always, so it doesn't involve or anything like that. Once the Shakti decides it has to do something, it will do. Like even Maya Shakti has created, projected to the entire world, and that poor Brahman, the Adhishtanam, is just, looking at it. So like that. Saham tvaya gamishyami vanamadya nasamshayaha naham shakya mahabhaga nivartayitumudyata phalamulashana nityam bhavishyami nasamshayaha nate dukkham karishyami nivasanti tvaya sada. So don't think, Rama, I will ask you for special food, etc. treatment. No. Phalamulashana nityam bhavishyami nasamshayaha. No doubt about it. Please don't doubt that what will I eat, etc. I will always eat phalamulam, fruits and roots. Always I will be consuming only fruits and roots. One of the commentators is telling, yeah, I will pick them for myself. Even that I will not tell you. So that might be a little okay, too much Rama. If he takes Sita Devi, then he will arrange for fruits and roots anyway. So anyway, Phalamulashana Nityam Bhavishyami. I will be somebody whose food is only Phalamulashana. So Phalamulashana Bhavishyami. I will be somebody who only consumes Phalam, Moolam, etc. Nate Dukkham Karishyami. So I will not cause any trouble to you. Nivasanti Tvaya Sada. So Tvaya Sada Nivasanti Aham Nate Dukkham Karishyami. As even I am living with you always, I will never cause any trouble for you. Agrataste Gamishyami Bhokshye Bhuktavati Tvayi Ichhami Parata Shailan Palvalani Saram Sicha Drashtum Sarvatra Nirbhita Tvaya Nathena Bhimata. So Agrataste Gamishyami. I will walk in front of you. Bhokshe Bhuktavati Tvayi. After you have eaten, if something is remaining, whatever is remaining, I will eat. She is telling. So Tvayi Bhuktavati, you having eaten, Bhokshe, I will eat. After you eat, I will eat. She is telling. And then Parataha Ichhami. My great desire is that, He Rama, so Tvaya Dhimata, so Tvaya Nathena Dhimata, along with you, who's my husband and very intelligent you, Dhimata Tvaya Nathena Tvaya. So Parataha Ichhami, this is my greatest desire, Rama. What is that? Drashtum, to see. What to see? So Shailan, mountains. Palvala is, small ponds, etc. As opposed to Saramsi. So bigger ponds, smaller ponds. In forest you will have one creek, then one pond will be there suddenly. Or the river, suddenly it might be big. Sometimes it will just be one small creek, etc. So Palvala is that small creek or something like that. And Saramsi, bigger ponds, etc. Tvayasaha Drashtum Parataha Ichhami. It's my highest desire to see all these things along with you. And then Sarvatra Nirbhita Tvaya Drashtum Ichhami. So Sarvatra, at all places, Nirbhita, I will not be afraid. Oh, there might be animals, etc. Without any fear. At all places I will be with you and roam about and see all these things. Hamsa Karandava Kirnah Padmini Sadhu Pushpitaha Ichcheyam Sukhini Drashtum Tvaya Virena Sangata Abhishekam Karishyami Tasu Nityam Anuvrata. So Hamsa Karandava Kirna, Akirnaha, filled with Hamsa, swans, and Karanda. Karanda is Jalakukkuta. They are saying that is some kind of water hen, something like that. Jalakukkuta is Karanda. So Padminihi. Padminihi is a water body filled with so many lotuses. So a lotus pond, you can say. There is one lotus pond in Hyderabad. I don't know if the name of the lake is Lotus Pond. Whether there are really lotuses there, I don't know. Hamsa Karandava Kirnah Padmini Sadhu Pushpitaha. Sadhu Pushpitaha. So all this you have to do Anvaya with. So Padminihi itself means lotus pond. So Hamsa Karandava Kirnaha Padminihi. So lotus ponds which are filled with Hamsa, Karandava, etc. So and then Sadhu Pushpitaha, very nicely they have been flowered. That is, some stray flowers also might be there in that ponds, those also. So Sukhini Drashtum Ichcheyam. Happily I will live there and then I desire to see all those beautiful ponds, etc. Tvaya Virena Sangata. So Sangata here, tagging along with you. So going along with you. Tvaya Virena, by that very powerful you, that is, there would not be any problem of animals, etc. So Sukhena, so Sukhini Drashtum Ichhami, happily I will live there, protected by you, and I desire to. He is going to say later, all animals will be there, so protected by you, Vira, Viryena, etc. She is trying to emphasize, and then later he is going to say, and then she is going to say something more harsh. We will see all that. And then Ichcheyam Drashtum, and then Abhishekam Karishyami Tasu Nityam. So Tasu Nityam, in those very lotus ponds, etc. Abhishekam Karishyami means Snanam Karishyami. I will take bath in those very lotus ponds, etc. Nityam always. Anuvrata. Anuvrata is, so I will follow you. Whatever tapasya, etc. you are doing, I will follow. What you are going to the forest, I will go along with you. And whatever you are following, I will follow along with you. Sahatvaya Vishalaksha Ramsye Paramanandini Evam Varsha Sahasrani Shatam Vapi Tvaya Saha Gatikramam Navetsyami Swargopihi Name Mataha. Sahatvaya Vishalaksha, hey wide-eyed Rama, Tvaya Saha, along with you, Paramanandini Ramsye. So very happily I will spend all those years in the forest. So I will roam about with you in the forest, Paramanandini, very happily. So Paramanandini. Evam, so in that way, Varsha Sahasrani Shatam Vapi Tvaya Saha Vyatikramam Navetsyami. So Vyatikramam here means, so passing of time, even it is Varsha Shatam Sahasram Vapi. So even if it is Varsha Sahasrani, thousands of years, then shatam here you should take even greater than 1000. Don't take shatam means literal, because so 1000 years or 100 years you can't say, 1000 years or 1 lakh years, something like that you should say. How many ever large number of years may it be, Tvaya saha, when I along with you, so Vyatikramam navetsyami. I will not know the passing. Vyatikramam means passing here. I will not know the passing of thousands and hundreds and thousands of years. When I am with you, the passing of this time I will not know. Swargaha api name mataha. So even Swarga is name mataha. So that is, even Swarga I will not care for. It is nothing for me. I don't even care for Swarga if I am there with you. And then in saying that, Varsha Sahasrani Shatam Vapi Tvaya Saha Vyatikramam Navetsyami. Navetsyami means I will not know. So Vyatikramam Navetsyami, even of these thousand hundreds of years, what to speak of 14 years? You are just studying 14 years, it will just pass away in a jiffy if I am with you. But without you, it will be very difficult to pass. So स्वर्गेऽपि च विना वासः भविता यदि राघव त्वया विना नरव्याघ्रा नाहं तदपि रोचये. स्वर्गे अपि विना वासः यदि राघव, हे राघव, यदि स्वर्गेऽपि वासः भविता त्वया विना, so that without you, if I get to live even in the Swarga, so tadapi narochaye, so that narochaye is there, no, naham rochaye, I don't like, I wouldn't like to live even in Swarga without you, he Raghava. Tvaya vina naravyaghra. So, hey Rama, without you, in hey naravyaghra, hey narashreshta Rama, without you, even in Swarga, I don't desire to live. So, here, Tvaya avina is Shiromani Kara's patha. You put one avagraha, then it becomes Tvaya avina. Avina means rakshakena. So, by you, along with you, my protector, you being my protector, so I can live even in forest, but without you, I cannot live. So, avina, vina. Vina is there in the first line. The second line again vina, if you say, somebody might say punarukti, etc. Therefore, put one avagraha and make it avina. So, tvaya avina vina. Without you, my protector, I do not wish to live even in Swarga. Swarge picha vina vasaha bhavita yadi raghava. That is, if I get Swarga vasa, Swarge vasaha yadi bhavita. If it so happens that I get Swarga vasa without you, tvaya vina, so naham tadapi rochaye. That I wouldn't like. So, naham tadapi rochaye. Swarge picha vina vasaha bhavita yadi raghava. Tvaya vina naravyaghra naham tadapi rochaye. Aham gamishyami vanam sudurgamam mrigayutam vanara varanaischa. Vane nivatsyami yatha piturgrihe tavaiva pada upagruhya sammata. So, these three shlokas, very nice hidden meanings Govinda Raja says. We will see that also, even if we take 5 more minutes extra. Aham gamishyami vanam sudurgamam. The sudurgamam vanam, so very impenetrable. Maybe that was the word I was looking for. Impenetrable vanam, sudurgamam vanam, aham gamishyami. So I will also go. Aham gamishyami. I will go to the forest along with you. And then mrigayutam vanara varanaischa. So mrigayutam, filled with mrigams, animals, and then filled with vanara, monkeys, and then varana, elephants. So I will also go to that forest which is filled with animals, monkeys, elephants, etc. Vane nivatsyami yatha piturgruhe. I will live in that forest like I live in my father's house. That is very happily, without any problems, with all comforts, as though living in my father's house, I will live there. Vane nivatsyami yatha piturgruhe. Tavaiva pada upagruhya sammata. So tavaiva padau upagruhya. That is, I will take refuge at your feet, and then sammata. That is anuvartini. Whatever you are saying, I will follow those things. Sammata sati. So tavaiva pada upagruhya, by holding on to your feet, I will live in that vanam. Vane vatsyami yatha piturgruhe. Like I am living in my father's house. So we will finish up the next 2 shlokas, and I will tell you the hidden meaning that he is hinting at. Ananya bhavam anurakta chetasam tvaya viyuktam maranaya nishchitam nayaswamam sadhu kurushvayachanam nato mayate guruta bhavishyati. Ananya bhavam, I have nobody else in my heart. And then anurakta chetasam, my heart is always attached to you. So chetas here means heart is always attached to you. Govinda Raja says is anvaya and vyatireka. So anvaya is anurakta chetasa, my heart is always so it's committed to you. And then ananya bhava is vyatireka. So I have nothing else in my heart, that is vyatireka. And anvaya is I have only you in my heart. Ananya bhavam Anurakta chetasam tvaya viyuktam maranaya nishchitam. Tvaya viyuktam, that is if, yadi tvaya viyuktam, if it so happens that I have to be away from you, maranaya nishchitam. So it's for sure I am going to kill myself if I am not with you. Maranaya nishchitam aham mam. So nishchitam mam. So nayasva, please take me along with you. Sadhu kurushva yachanam. This yachana, this petition that I am making to you, He Rama, sadhu kurushva. Please fulfill it, He Rama. Then nato mayate guruta bhavishyati. Ataha means from this, that is from me following you to the forest. So ataha nate guruta bhavishyati. So this guruta, that is I will not be a burden. My following you will not be a burden for you. Ataha, from this following you, so te guruta na bhavishyati. So there will be no burden to you by me following you. And then tatha bruvanaamapi dharmavatsalam nachasma sitam nrvaro ninishati uvacha chainam bahu sannivartane vane nivasasya cha dukhitam prati. Tatha bruvanaamapi, even though she is speaking like this Rama, what he is doing, nrvaraha na ninishati. So ninisha means netum ichha ninisha, so desire to take along with him. So even though Sita is speaking like this, why is she speaking like this? Because she is dharmavatsala. That is, she is always attached to dharma. That is, she is always committed to dharma. That kind of Sita, evam bruvana api, even though she is speaking like this, so son Ruvaraha, that great king Rama, so Sitam na ninishati. So he is not desirous of taking Sita along with her. Therefore, what is he doing? Uvacha chainam bahu sannivartane vane nivasasya cha dukhitam prati. So vane nivasasya bahu sannivartane. So vane nivasasya, to remain in the forest or to live in the forest, bahu sannivartane. So sannivartane is to change her mind from living in the forest. Vane nivasasya sannivartane. So bahu uvacha. So he's speaking many things in various ways so that he can change her mind from living in the forest. Then to whom? Dukhitam prati. That Sita who is Dukhita. That is, she is towards that Sita, addressing that Sita. Dukhitam prati. Sitam prati. Who is Dukhita? That is, she's troubled that Rama is leaving me and going, etc. That kind of Sita. To that Sita, he is speaking many things. Bahu uvacha. Enam Sitam Dukhitam prati. Bahu uvacha. Many things he is telling. For what? Vane nivasasya sannivartane. To change her mind from staying in the forest, etc. Now these two shlokas, 22-23, Govindaraja nicely he makes some comments here. Let us see. Atra idameva avadheyam. So atredam avadheyam. So this you have to understand. For 22nd shloka is telling, this is how you have to understand this 22nd shloka. Vane marichaha mrigaha bhavishyati. So mrigayutam. So mriga ayutam. Filled with mriga. So that mriga means maricha. You know, mriga also means animals in general, but mriga also means deer. So mrigaha. Vane marichaha mrigaha bhavishyati. In the forest there will be one maricha mriga. Tat prasangena avayoho viyogaha syat. Tatra kova punar ghatakaha katham tvantu maya vina sthatum shaktasi iti chintayantam ramam prati Sita suchayati. Mrigayutam vanam. So immediately Rama is thinking, okay, then Mriga will be there, Maricha will be there, Maricha will come, and because of that Sita will be taken away. Then what will I do? How will I live? Like that it seems Rama is worrying. Anticipating that worry, Sita is telling, Vanara Varanaischa Ayutam. That is, it is filled with Vanara and Varana also. That is what we saw. But here you should take Vanara Varana. Vanara Varana means Vanara Shrestha. So there is going to be Vanara Shreshthas. Don't worry. So Maricha will take me away. But then you will meet these Vanara Shrestha, Sugriva, etc. They will help you out. That's what she is trying to say. So tat prasangena, because of that Maricha's prasanga, avayoho viyogaha syat, there will be separation between us. Tatra kova punar ghatakaha. So who will again bring us back together? Katham tvantu maya vinas thatum shaktasi. How will you, it seems Rama is thinking, how will you live, hey Sita, how will you live without me? If he takes away, how will you live without me? So shaktasi iti chintayantam ramam prati Sita suchayati. So vanara varanaihi ityadi. Tathahi mrigaha marichaha vanara varanaihi vanara shreshthaihi sugrivadhivihi punar van. So here vanara varanaischa ayutam means those vanara varanas will be there, those vanara shreshthas will be there, they will help you. one of them is going to come, Hanuman, that also is there in that hidden meaning. We will come to that also. So one of them will come and tell me, give me news about you, don't worry. And then so Punar Vanagrahanat, in the second line, 22nd shloka, first line also there is Vanam, second line also there is Vanam. So the second Vanam shows Ashoka Vanam, it seems. So Punar Vanagrahanat Vanepi, Ashoka Vanepi Vatsyami. In that Vana, Ashoka Vana also, I will live happily like it's my father's place, don't worry. So Ravana also will not, so much trouble Sita Devi. It's like my father's place, I am living, like that I will live in Ashoka Vana. Then Vatsyami Punastavaiva Pada Upasangrihya Sanyata Niyata Bhavishyami. So Pada Upagrihya Sanyata is his patha. So Pada Upagrihya. So I will only think of your feet, and then I will be controlling my senses and being there. That is, I will always think of you in that Vana. So Mrigayutam, it will be there. Maricha will be there. Because of him, there will be Viyoga for you and me. But then this Vanara Varanas, Vanara Shreshtas will be there. They will help you, don't worry. I will also live there very happily without any problem. I will live there in the Ashokavana like it is my father's place. And then later I will also only be thinking about your feet, and then I will be under. So I will control my thoughts and only think of you. And then Sammata also you can accommodate in this kind of interpretation. That is, later you will come and accept me. That is what. And then for this next shloka, Ananya Bhavam Anurakta Chetasam Tvayav Yuktam Maranaya Nishchitam. For that he is telling Paramarthatastu. So what is the Paramartha meaning? That is the real meaning or hidden meaning for this shloka. Ravana Grihitam api Tvayeva Asakta Chittam. So Anurakta Chetasam means only you will be in my heart, means even if Ravana takes me away, I will only think of you. Then Ravana Grihitam api Tvayeva Asakta Chittam Athaeva Venyudgrathanena Maranaya Nishchitam. So Tvaya Yuktam Maranaya Nishchitam means that Ravana, all this will come in Sundarakanda, Ravana will come and say something, then Sita Devi will be prepared to kill herself by her own, hair. She has such long hair that she can tie it against her neck, it seems. So like that, I will decide to kill myself at that time. But then Nayaswa Mam. And then, but what you will do is, so Nayaswa there indicates, so Hanumat Preshanadika Mukhena Nayaswa. And then Yachanam, so Nayaswa there is, so you will again, you will plan in such a way that at that exact time, you will send one of your Dutas who will be Hanuman, etc. Nayaswa Mam. Hanumat Preshana Mukhena. By sending that Hanuman, you will, pacify me at that time. And then Sadhu Kurushva Yachanam. This Yachana, it seems the hidden meaning is Yachana of the Devatas. Devatas have come and prayed to you to kill Ravana, etc. That Yachana, that petition, you fulfill now. So, etc. Maya Krita Tato Anuragam Anugamanam Te Guruta Bharaha Na Bhavishyati, etc. So, some hidden meaning he is trying to show. I thought it is nice. So, I read it out to you. Aham Gamishyami Vanam Sudurgamam Mrigayutam Vanara Varanaischa Vaneni Vatsyami Yatha Piturgrihe Tavaiva Pada Upagrihya Sammata Ananya Bhavam Anurakta Chetasam Tvayavi Yuktam Maranaya Nishchitam Nayaswamam Sadhu Kurushvayachanam Natomayate Guruta Bhavishyati Tatha Bruvanam Api Dharmavatsalam Nachasma Sitam Ravaro Nimishati Uvacha Chenam Bahu Sannivartane Vaneni Vasasya Cha Dukhitam Prati. Just one point in Shloka 22, there is in the first line, that is in the second pada, end of first line is second. Shloka has 4 padas, or you can say 2 lines. When you say 2 lines, that means each line will have 2 padas. So second pada means the end of first line. So there is one akshara nyunata is there, one akshara is less. So a lot of discussion is there on that, some discussion is there on that, so it doesn't matter. So the chandas in that sense, it's okay. And then to solve that, Govindaraja makes some other patha. There is discussion on all this in Shiromanikara's Vyakhya, what you should do about it. That's all right. But I'm just letting you know, one pada nyunata is there, one akshara nyunata is there. Anyway, Ityarshe Srimad Ramayane Valmiki Adi Kavye Ayodhyakaande Saptavimsha Sarga. So we have finished 27th Sarga and 28th Sarga we will do in the next class. So Rama will answer back, So he spoke the following words, etc. We saw in the last shloka itself. So that sarga will continue. Yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam tatra tatra kritamastak bashpavari paripurnalocanam marutim namata rakshasantakam. Om purnamadah purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम तत्सत्। श्री रामार्पणमस्तु। So if you have